it so happened that his executive secretary was also the person, strangely enough, who ended up typing my thesis.
I
This
love
is
this
from a
story.
master's degree on telepathy. And I was in her office one day just doing some, corrections. I had to cut off a scrawl. I was already becoming a doctor, a medical student, and stuff. And this is all freehand before computers.
Yeah.
And so she's looking at this like final draft as we're just, finalizing completely. And Dr. Hebb walks out of his office and she's sort of like in the front area, the reception area. And she says to him while I'm still there, Dr. Hebb, you have to read this. You were wrong. ESP is real. He didn't stop, but he took it in. A year or so later, in one of his public addresses, big time, he said he's changed his mind and he's now willing to admit at least the existence of short-term telepathy. So for me, that was very important, to break
Which
through
I
that
thought was
wall.
like the most beautiful little anecdotal story where it's almost like the pomposity of the establishment. I love that he was, I suppose, humble enough and open-minded enough to be corrected and then to publicly state that
But he
he
wouldn't
was
do it to
wrong.
me personally. He was
I
wasn't
was
that
gonna
humble.
say, so what was gonna say, what was the dynamic in the room there? And then I'm very, very curious to learn about
Mhm.
the testing that you did. Could you talk about that?
Yes. I knew from what people sometimes spontaneously experience in life that they have a premonition sometimes that something's going to happen, or they have an experience that someone who they care about, somewhere far removed, is in a situation of some distress, some crisis, which we sometimes call clairvoyance, distancing. In research terms, the new term for that is remote viewing. Or telepathically, they feel like someone is actually from a distance, somehow communicating some message to them of urgency.